evening. Welcome to the River Channel broadcast of Hudson Raiders soccer. We are on the road today in Menomonie, Wisconsin, about a 45-minute drive from Hudson, according to my odometer. I live on the northeast side of Hudson. Took me about 45 minutes to get here. So, beautiful area here in Menomonie near the UW Stout campus. Bit of a rainy, cool fall night here, so lots of umbrellas out, and but a good night for soccer. So we are here with the hometown Menomonie team, and I think it's the Mustangs. I'm sorry. I believe it's the Menomonie Mustangs in black on your screen, playing from left to right. And yeah, it's the Mustangs. And the Hudson Raiders visiting team in white, playing from right to left on your screen for this half. So we'll have 40 minutes of good old soccer action here, and then we'll take a break and come back. So welcome to the game. We have the kickoff with the Mustangs taking the ball immediately, with the Raiders taking it back. A little back and forth, and a throw in for the Mustangs. It's that time of the game where it's going to go back and forth for a bit, and till they start figuring things out, building their chemistry, checking out their opponents. Raiders moving it. It's number 18, Calvin Lassard, with it in the middle. Gives it back to Sam Olsen. Raiders working it to the far right side now. Trying to work it through, but a little miscommunication, ball behind, and that's going to go out of bounds. It'll be a free kick for the Mustangs. Another throw in here for the Mustangs, getting up the field, and Raiders step up, disrupt it, but the Mustangs maintain the ball. We have largely played about between the two 30-yard lines on the football field so far in the first 2 minutes, as these teams trying to figure out what's going to work and what's not going to work. And a free kick here for the Mustangs. Big ball up the field. Raiders pounce on that with the header. A little too far out of reach, though, and that's going to be the Mustangs' ball, and it's going to trickle all the way back for another goal kick. Raiders starting to make some gains and getting it down deep into Mustang territory, but not doing much with the ball at this point. Looks like we maybe had some audio issues at the beginning, and now we're back on track. So thank you for your help on that. And again, if you are just tuning in, this is a away game for your Hudson Raiders here on the broadcast from the Hudson River Channel. Raiders are in white, playing from right to left on your screen, and we are in beautiful but dreary Menomonie, Wisconsin right now, at the home field of the Menomonie High School Mustangs, who are in black from left to right on your screen. We're getting drizzle from time to time here, and here come the Raiders. They've got a seam, and there's a goal. There's a goal for Tyler Lessard, number 18 for your Raiders. They found a seam, and looked like maybe a little disconnect on the defense there of who was picking up who, and Lessard kind of walks it in and places that ball nicely past goalkeeper Josh DeVries, who honestly he couldn't do anything with that play. That was he kind of helpless in that situation with what happened there, but an excellent play by Tyler Lessard. And the Raiders take a 1-0 lead at about the 4-minute and 15-second mark. That is Tyler Lessard's second goal of the season. And watching a replay to see if we can figure out the assist. This might be more of an unassisted goal. Another goal for the Raiders. Holy cats. Those were two quick goals there, folks. I was watching the replay to see the assist. And now I'm going to have to watch the whole play here. That happened so quickly. That does not happen often, folks. Here we go. There was the kick. And the Raiders bring it down. It took my eye off the screen for about 30 seconds to try to see the assist on the first Raiders goal. Lessard. That's another Lessard goal. So that's 2 goals for Calvin Lessard tonight. Assist to Will Cook on that second goal. All right, folks, we have 2 goals by Calvin Lessard tonight in less than about a minute's time. Calvin off a strong sophomore season last year and expected to be a scoring leader this year, and he is definitely showing that so far with 2 goals tonight and 3 goals on the season. So nice job, Calvin Lessard. The first goal had an assist to Jack Poole, and the second goal had an assist to Will Cook. So Raiders moving that ball well, making some goals happen, and Lessard's taking some shots, and sometimes that's what you got to do. Sometimes teams wait for the perfect opportunities, and they don't take those shots, and Lessard is all over it. So we're now back live. Sorry about that. That was an odd turn of events with quick goals and needing to kind of confirm some things, but we are back at it here. So at about the 7-minute mark, Raiders lead 2-0 over the Menomonie Mustangs, and the Raiders will now have a corner kick. Looks like some pretty decent rain is coming down right now. I am happy to be in the booth. Raiders pop that in. Jack Poole, hoping maybe something would have happened there. Not a bad play, but just gets all the way through to Menomonie's goalkeeper. I spent about 30 years as a coach and another probably 15, 18 years as a player. So I have spent my time in the rain as both a parent, a coach, and a player, and I am very happy to be in the booth now for these games. Lassard pushing it up. He's smelling a hat trick. We'll see if he gets it tonight. It's Poole with the ball. Goes for a big left-footed blast from about 23 yards out. Just skims the top of the crossbar, and Menomonie avoids that attack by the Raiders, and will take a goal kick. Looks like we're going to have a sub in for Menomonie. This field is located. This is the field at Menomonie High School. Sometimes high school sports in Menomonie are played at the Levi Freeman in the game for the Mustangs. And as I was saying, a lot of times some athletic events, especially football, can be played at the UW Stout campus, which is not probably more than a mile or so from here. So, but this is a beautiful little field here at Menomonie High School, and surrounded by a nice forest and trees. So it's a beautiful setting here in the fall, especially. All right, we're back at it. Menomonie gets a nice ball out wide there. Oh, it's a nice ball out by Poole. Tough ball for Paul Rabeas to handle there. Lots of physicality. Ref's letting it go, which is probably all right. I never mind that as long as players can keep their emotions in check, and Mustangs will have a throw in here. Somebody lost a shin guard, it looks like. Referee's all over it. Players don't like wearing them, but I'll tell you, if they don't, the injuries that can happen are grisly. I've seen too much of it, so I'm still glad when they're wearing them, and that they have to wear them, but sometimes in practices they don't. So all right, folks, we have a number of subs coming in for both teams. And we'll have a throw-in by the Raiders here momentarily. At this point, I always like to offer up to our fans, whether you're Menomonie, whether you're Hudson, or whether you are just watching for the fun of it, but feel free to drop a...
In for Menomonie, number 10, Mo Ali. In for Hudson, number 4, Sullivan Kelly, and number 14.
Good play there by the Raiders. Nice little combination, but nothing came of that one. That was Will Cook with a turn and shot. That was a tough position to be in, to take a left-footed shot, and sends it wide. This broadcast is brought to you by the River Channel out of Hudson, Wisconsin. My name is Jeff Ian. I'm the announcer, and I am joined by my friend Nikos Wired, who aptly named handles all of the wires, cameras, sound, computers, everything that brings the broadcast to you. So good to be with you again, Nikos. Things are looking good. And again, we appreciate all of our viewers, and look forward to a great season of Hudson Raider soccer. We will be broadcasting, I believe, every home game for the Raiders, but away games will be sort of based on schedules, based on locations, things like that. So Menomonie is kind of within our radius of travel, and reasonable for us, and so here we are. It's always fun to visit some of the away stadiums and see the Raiders playing in on the road here. Raiders on the attack, sneaking through. Wow, that was a heck of a blast, but I think it actually hit the crossbar of the goal of the football goal, and then bounced behind the goal, which sort of looked like it was a goal, but it wasn't. There's another blast for the Raiders. Number 4, Sullivan Kelly with that shot. Josh DeVries, the goalkeeper for Menomonie, he's going to have his hands full today, I have a feeling. He's probably had about 8 shots on goal already. Raiders moving it. That's Teddy Anderson. Bringing it up. Nobody contesting him at that point, so he brings it up. An interesting deflection off of number 19. I need to see who that is on our Ali Elnally of the Mustangs. So back to the action. Another goal kick for Menomonie.
In for Menomonie, number 14, Aiden Woolard.
All right, ball gets through. It's going to deflect again off Menomonie, and the Raiders at about the 15-minute mark will have another corner kick. Looks like Will Cook and Quinn Packard are lining up in that corner to take it. Sometimes the Raiders play a little short game action. Sometimes they cross it in. Set it up. Raiders get off, and there's a blast. There's a goal. Another goal for your Raiders. That looks like... trying to see the number 9 of the Raiders with the goal, and that is Quinn Packard with the score for your Raiders. A blast from distance there by the Raiders.
Scoring for Hudson, number 9, Quinn Packard.
With the assist by Calvin Lassard, who just is making all kinds of things happen today with the ball. So Quinn Packard, first goal of the season, and Calvin Lassard has his 3rd assist on the season to match his 3 goals. Raiders now in this short season have had 5. Wow, that was a blast there by Lassard from distance, and he was sniffing that upper left corner, but didn't quite hit it right. I think it looks like maybe it was deflected, so Raiders end up with a corner kick here. Cook trying to find his way to that near post and takes a shot. Again, that's a tough spot, but sometimes you can sneak it in there, and he had an opportunity for it, so you got to take that chance every once in a while. But he sends it wide, and it'll be another goal kick there for Menomonie. Now they get it out. Raiders all over it again. There's some nice defensive plays there. The ball just gets a little too far out of reach. all the way back to Menomonie. It'll be a goal kick there. Will Smith's all over it, picks up that rebound, gets it tapped away just in time by Menomonie. Raiders now with a 3-goal lead. And some substitutions coming in for the Raiders, it looks like.
And for Hudson, number 19, Tico Huber.
Some more action for Josh DeVries. If he gets his hands on this one, and he'll either give it a punt or a throw. Try for the throw. Gets intercepted by the Raiders. Number 4, Sullivan Kelly on that. Menomonie pushes it out wide. They're going to boot it up the field, but there is number 14, Kieran Britz of the Raiders to take that ball back. Ooh, Raiders got very, very lucky there as a pass back to goalkeeper Parker Strumke. I think he maybe slipped a bit on the wet turf and the ball went under his foot, and luckily the trajectory and speed of that ball took it wide of the goal and out of bounds, and luckily nobody from Menomonie was able to reach that ball. And crisis averted, but Menomonie will have a corner kick, and regardless of who it is or what's happened, corner kicks allow you to put the ball right into the scoring area. So this could be a great opportunity for Menomonie to put something on the board and get some things going. They decide to play it short. Take a long shot, not a bad idea. Sending it wide, though, and Raiders escape that odd turn of events with the goal kick here. So as I was saying, if you want to drop, if you are watching on, here come Menomonie again. They've got the step. He's got the ball, but Raiders played some good defense there. Kind of rode it out, and were able to get that ball away. But Menomonie knocking on the door here a little bit. They're starting to feel a little bit of confidence. Another big ball across, sends it wide, and Raiders with another goal kick. If you'd like to drop, if you're watching on the YouTube channel and you'd like to drop a little comment in the comment area for who you're watching, what team, what player, where you're from, we always love to know. We have a student on the Raiders team, Pau Rabeas, whose family is in Spain and tuning in. So I'm not sure we'll find anybody further than Spain, but we always love to know where you're from. Good cutback play. There it is. There's Will Cook in the right place at the right time with the 4th goal for your Raiders. And that is Cook's 4th goal of the season.
Scoring for Hudson, number 11, Will Cook.
Four goals for the Raiders from 3 different scorers. That is something that you always like to see on your team, is a wide spread of people putting the ball in the goal, and that bodes well for the Raiders this season to have a number of players with the confidence and ability to score. What leads to that score, though, is good defense all over the field. Raiders they attack the ball everywhere on the field. They try to keep that ball in the offensive half, and that is a big, big key to their success. All right, more substitutes here. An assist for that last goal goes to Sullivan Kelly, also known as Sully, I guess. So assist to Sully, and here we go. This game was originally scheduled to be a 7 p.m. start, but due to the pending weather, both teams agreed, let's get this done early and start at 5, and that's probably a good idea based on the radar. It's sprinkling and a bit of rain here right now, but I think later this evening it's going to could get ugly. Ooh, great pass by Lassard. Just a little tough to manage there, and Menomonie gets rid of it. Nice take by Menomonie, but Raiders are all over it. Oh, Lassard with some beautiful footwork. Menomonie doing everything they can to keep that ball out, and goalkeeper Josh DeVries makes a nice save there. A little wet, so hard to handle, but it bobbles off, but he's still able to get it out. So good job to Menomonie's defense on a strong attack there by the Raiders.
In for Menomonie, number 1, Aiden Cronin.
Okay, so we are now at about the 23.5-minute mark. The visiting Hudson Raiders in white lead 4-0 over the hometown Menomonie High School Mustangs in black on your screen. Little bobble by the goalkeeper. Raiders are able to take it back. See if they can make something happen. Nice pass back. Good defense by the Mustangs, and work isn't done yet. They got to get it out of there. Nice ball, sending it out wide to the teammates out there. Nice pass tap out there. Mustangs advance it, but ball was out of bounds apparently, and it'll be a Raiders throw-in. Raiders Sam Olsen there riding that ball out of bounds. Be a Raiders throw-in, and it looks like number 6, Teddy Anderson, about to take the throw, but he hands it off to Cohen Miller, number 2. And here we go. Ball gets up. That's to Quinn Packard out wide. He sends a nice ball across, but disrupted by Menomonie. And will be another corner kick for the Raiders with Packard out there ready to take that kick. A lot of these Raider players wearing the all black soccer shoes, kind of like back in the old days when I played. That was all that was available then, not all these colors and things like that. So that's kind of fun to see. Very cool night here in Menomonie, and actually all over eastern or western Wisconsin. Probably about 60 degrees for the high today. Temperature's getting down close to the 30s at night. DeVries again with a good save. Kind of pops up on him, but he makes a nice grab there. Josh DeVries there, a goalkeeper for the Mustangs, is only a 10th grader, and I don't mean only in a bad way. That's just he's playing well for an underclassman, and they're going to have him for a few years. So if he's playing this well as a 10th grader, look out for when he gets a little bit older. Raiders defense working hard to keep that ball out of their territory. Send it out, and that'll be a throw-in for the Raiders, it looks like. Some substitutions, though.
In for Hudson, number 11, Will Cook, and number 23, Adrian Morales. In for Menomonie, number 18, King Zhu.
The Raiders entering this match have been undefeated. They started the season with a 0-0 tie against Eastridge High School in the Woodbury area. And then they had a 2-0 victory over Minneapolis Southwest Lakers and a 4-2 victory over De Pere last weekend, Labor Day weekend. They played De Pere in a little quad of some sort at Eau Claire Memorial, it looks like. So Raiders sitting on a 2-0-1 record so far. Our friends from Menomonie also off to a good start. They started with a loss to Toma, then a win against La Crosse Central, and a tie against Stevens Point. So they walked in today with a 1-1-1 record. Free kick here, or goal kick, coming for Menomonie. At about the 28-minute mark of the match.
In for Hudson, number 17, Lincoln Solano.
Ooh. Quick pass there by Sam Olson. Sends it wide, though. Looks like we're subbing goalkeepers here.
Number 0, Josh DeVries.
Well, maybe DeVries went out for a bit. And now he's back in. Seems like he was maybe having some struggles with his gloves for a bit there, maybe. So he maybe went out and did a few fixes with that. But he's back in at about the 30-minute mark. Raiders continue to lead 4-0. Coming up for the Raiders on, let's see, probably Tuesday of next week, a home game against Chippewa Falls. And then the following Friday, 3 days later, they've got a 4 p.m. match back here in Menomonie at UW Stouts Field to take on Kimberly High School. That'll be some good matches coming up here for the Raiders. The River Channel will likely be broadcasting the home game for sure on Tuesday, and not sure what they're going to do about that game at Kimberly on Friday. Friday soccer matches are rare and can be tough to broadcast because there's usually a commitment to the football games as well, and there's only so many crews to handle all this with the River Channel, but especially another away game. But here we go, another substitute for the Mustangs.
And from Menomonie, number 6, Levi Freeman.
Menomonie kicks that ball out again. It'll be another Raiders throw-in. That's Olsen again with a nice ball into the middle, but Menomonie's defense positioned well. Raiders unload somehow. And that ball went about a mile in the air over the goal. Sometimes you take that desperate blast at the ball to just hope you can do something interesting with it, and maybe that ball would land in bounds and who knows what, but that time it went out of bounds. The other thing is, when you're using your feet, you just never know what's going to happen, even with the professionals. The feet do not cooperate quite as well as the hands usually do. Throw in here for the Mustangs. Kieran Britz over there clearing that ball back up the field for the Raiders. Closing in on about 7.5 minutes left in the match, or in the half.
In for Hudson, number 10, Jack School. And in for Menomonie, number 16, Miles Ogden.
He's trying to send a long ball up, but Raiders got some good speed back there. Colin Miller chases that ball down. I think maybe the refs had that ball mixed up a bit. It happens. Typically, as you can see, even though the Raiders took that throw maybe erroneously, Menomonie ended up with the ball anyway. Good turn there by Menomonie, despite pressure from the Raiders. Trying to thread that ball through the middle, which can be tricky. Good, they get it out wide. Now they got a crossing opportunity. Can't take too long. Too much Raiders defense there. They pull it back, take a shot from about 18 yards out. Trying to keep it alive in the box there. Good attack by Menomonie there, but the Raiders defense holds, and now Raiders on the attack. Raiders are generally a deep team year in and year out, and you're kind of seeing it tonight that they have upwards of 24 players, and Coach Solom is not necessarily afraid to have any of them in the game. So that's a real luxury, because you see the Raiders chasing everything down on the field, and that's because they got the substitutes and fresh legs to make all that happen. So. Good midfield action there. We're now down to about 3.5 minutes in the first half. Scoring by the Raiders has kind of slowed down here in the last 10-15 minutes, but they still hold on to that 4-0 lead. Menomonie's put together a couple of good runs. but Raiders controlling the time of possession pretty extensively. Probably almost 85% of the time that ball is in the Raiders' possession. Looks like a number of Raiders have maybe bleached their hair, which can sometimes make it a little more challenging for me to recognize who they are. But Will Cook looks like he has. Tyler Lassard did maybe a week ago. Here we go. Yeah, Menomonie throwing deep in their territory. See what they can do to get it out. Raiders are going to be all over it, trying to keep that ball down there. Down to about 2 minutes and a half. At the half, we will pause the action here on the River Channel and take a 10-minute break and get things going shortly after that 10-minute break. So take yourself a little break, maybe grab a snack, grab some dinner, do whatever you got to do for 10 minutes, and come back here when this action ends. Pretty good crowd for a rainy night. Menomonie's just close enough to Hudson that it's pretty reasonable for family and students to get out here for a match if they want to. The 5 o'clock start. Oof, it's a good play there again. Menomonie, when they get it down there, they're doing some nice things. Just that wasn't a real high percentage play. That kick gets a little high, a little away, but still, they're making some things happen. There were some years when I have, with my announcing here for a number of years, that Menomonie would not even advance this ball past the midfield. So this program is developing, and we're seeing them do some good offensive work. Raiders send it wide. That's going to be a goal kick for Menomonie, and that's going to bring us pretty close to the half by the time this gets off. Going to be down to about 30 seconds. Nice ball out to a wide open teammate there for the Mustangs, but the Raiders close quickly, keep the pressure on. And we're down to about 20 seconds now. So again, when the half ends, we will pause the broadcast for 10 minutes, and then we will see you back here shortly. Going into halftime, Raiders 4, Menomonie Mustangs 0. See you back for the final 40 minutes in just a little bit. Okay, everybody, welcome back to the second half of today's away game for the Hudson Raiders. This is the River Channel Broadcasting Company bringing you a away boys soccer game for Hudson High School. The Hudson Raiders are in white, playing from left to right on your screen against the hometown Menomonie High School Mustangs in black. Mustangs have shown some spurts, given some excitement on offense, but no goals produced yet. It's a quick goal through for the Raiders. I did not see. That must have been Will Cook with the score. I will get a text from my friend on the sideline, I'm sure. But I believe it was Will Cook with the goal. But we will see here. Our video's a little behind on my end to watch, but here comes.
Scored Hudson, number 11, Will Cook.
Or maybe not. Trying to see who that was on my screen. Oh, sorry. Jack Poole with the goal. Will Cook with the assist. So Jack Poole getting his first goal of the season and his first assist of the season tonight, which is exciting. And the Raiders now with a 5-0 lead. I think Menomonie thought there would be an offside there that was not called. And I don't think they necessarily quit playing defense there, but I think they felt that was going to get the call, and the referees did not see it that way. So Raiders back on the attack, and Menomonie with a goal kick here. Throw in here for Menomonie. So I believe there is a what they call a mercy rule in high school soccer. I believe it's a 8-0 lead, and the game will end early if a team builds up that big of a lead. And well, it's probably not going to happen here because Menomonie's playing strong. It could happen, and so the combination for any match is it has to be 8 goals, and then once it hits the 60-minute mark, the game would be ended there. So Raiders back on the attack. Too big of a dribble there by, I think that was Poole there. Can't really see. There's a screen on the window in front of me, so it makes it a little harder to see the numbers. But Menomonie avoids the attack there and gets that ball out, and we'll have a goal kick here. Nice play by Menomonie there. Good trap down off the kick, and then kind of a give-and-go pass was nice. Gets disrupted, though, so Menomonie will have the throw in here. Raiders collecting, bringing it back on defense, and pushing that ball forward to Jack Poole. Sends it out to Assard, into Cook. He's going to send it all the way out to Olsen, who sends it in, and that's that was a beautiful, beautiful play, but looks like Adrian Morales there just went for the finish and he was going far post and just sent it a little too far out, and it's going to give Menomonie a free kick or goal kick, and they're going to take a moment to substitute.
And for Menomonie, number 2, Abdel Ali.
Little give and go there by the Raiders. Bringing it back to Sam Olsen, who's going to send a big ball wide. Morales heads it back to Will Cook. Cook gets it out wide. Nice cross there. Oh, good head out by Menomonie there. Nice defensive play. Another left-footed blast there by Ribeas, I believe, and that ball got a little too high and a little too out across the line, and another goal kick for Menomonie. Corner kick, they decided to play that one short, and good defensive play by Menomonie. Raiders keep the attack on. Ball gets into Lassard's feet. Plays a nice ball into Cook. Takes a long shot, but a nice shot, but a heck of a save by Josh DeVries of the Mustangs. Diving shot, great ball placement by Cook, but DeVries makes a nice save. Ball comes in. Cook on it, brings it back to Poole. Poole sends the one in. It's right there. Oh, and Lassard, that one I can't really tell if that headed it or not. I'll wait for the replay, or I'll get my. I've got my the team manager. Oh, Jack Poole with the goal. Second goal of the night. So the header, he must have got his head on that, and that'll be a header goal for Poole, and Will Cook with another assist. Ball crossed by the Raiders. Oh, great save by DeVries. Paul Ribeas thinking he had an easy second play, but that gets deflected, and Raiders end up with a corner kick. Menomonie takes a long shot again, and Parker Strumke all over that at about the 49-minute mark. And we'll have a punt here. Big punt by Strumke, well over half field. Nice play by Menomonie, but a little bit of a slip there. Good play there, just gets a little bit away from, that's number 6, Levi Freeman, who is all over the field up and down the field for the Mustangs. Throw into Lassard. Sends it up the middle, but deflected out by the Mustangs. Sam Olson gets it out to Quinn Packard here. He's going to play it all the way back to, I think that's Teddy Anderson. Yep. Hard to see the numbers a little bit here. And the Raiders back on the attack. Poole with the ball. Chip in, but headed out by Freeman again of the Mustangs. Ball's out wide to Packard. Sends it up the corner. It's Adrian Morales there in the corner with a nice pullback play, and the Raiders get a cross in from Packard, but deflected out by the Mustangs. And the Raiders sending in about 5 subs here, so a whole platoon coming in. Menomonie on the attack, getting it out. Freeman's chasing it down in the corner. Tries to pull it back, but just gets away from Freeman, and the Raiders are able to take it back. And a little push-off call there on Eric Palm. Not going to probably get away with that too many times right in front of the referee, but a lot of hand checking going on in this game by both teams, and sometimes you get a little more than you probably should. And Menomonie will have a free kick here. Number 19, Ali Al-Naili with the kick. He's going to probably get it somewhere near the scoring area if he gets under this well. It's a nice ball. Puts it right into the scoring area. Little head over. Menomonie's still on it, but gets out, and the Raiders tap it out, and that's now going to be a corner kick for Menomonie. So that's a good outcome for Menomonie, even though they didn't get a score there. Getting a corner kick really gives you an opportunity to make something happen on the next play. Big kick. He was there ready to try to head that, but it's tough to do those floating corners. Raiders kick the ball out again, though, so now Menomonie with another corner kick just on the other end. So they're getting some opportunities here. They just need to get something to convert here for the Mustangs. And a deep ball. Raiders had it, but they had kind of had it back in the middle, which is a little dangerous, but Menomonie's still on it. Raiders all over it on defense and finally get the ball out. Huge field change for the Raiders with nobody home, so that's going to come all the way back to DeVries, who will take the punt. Mustangs feeling a little something there and trying to get that ball up the field quickly. Good play by Rubeus. Mustangs eventually get the ball back, though, and send it out, and the Raiders get a quick ball in. Back out to, I believe that's, can't see the numbers. Looks like another foul from behind by Eric Palm. Mustangs back on the ball. Number 9, Ryan Zhu has been playing a heck of a game in the middle for Menomonie. Here we go. Another kick coming here for Menomonie. Another corner kick. It's a little bit lower. Deflected out by Strumke. Menomonie stays on top of it though. They work it out wide. Raiders D is on it, and nice takeaway there by Lincoln Solano of the Raiders. And some subs coming in for both teams.
In for Hudson, number 19, Chico Huber. And in for Menomonie, number 8, Tanner Hughes.
Raiders heading in and kick it out. I think maybe they were hoping for a corner kick, but referee and the side ref are going to have a little chat. It's always a good thing to do. They agree on the goal kick, and we're going to move ahead at about the 57.5-minute mark. Goal kick for Menomonie. Raiders of Hudson continue to lead 6-0 over the Menomonie Mustangs. Strumke with a bit of a side punt kick there, and Menomonie wins it back and tries to send it up, but Raiders defense now kicks it out of bounds. There'll be a throw-in for Menomonie. Two balls going on here. Here we go. Raiders sending it up again. Let's see what they can make happen here. Rabeus in the far side with the ball, pulling it back after being faced with 3 defenders. Nice ball over. Nobody home on the long side, but chased down by Sam Olson. Kicked off of the Mustangs, and the Raiders will have that corner kick this time.
Hudson, number 10, Jack Poole, and number 23, Adrian Morales.
And it looks like the Raiders have put another one on the board. looks like, I'm going to wait for my eye in the sky, but it looks like Adrian Morales, but I want to wait for confirmation. And that is Adrian Morales with the goal for the Raiders. So that is Adrian's second goal of the season. And Jack Poole, who's all over the place, has another assist tonight as well.
Scoring for Hudson, number 23, Adrian Morales.
The Raiders are now at 7-0. We're almost at the 60-minute mark. One more goal potentially. It's, I believe, at the referee's discretion, and the coaches sometimes get some input, whether they'll want to play the game out or not. It's a school night. Always good to get these kids back home, get their homework done in bed at a better time. But we will see where this one goes. Menomonie's defense at times has been extremely solid, and they could hold on here and make it a game. Plus, if Menomonie puts a score on the board, that makes it more interesting too. And they've definitely been knocking on the door of this game. As I said in the first half just a few years ago, I believe there were games with Menomonie where they did not get a shot. They hardly even got the ball in the offensive end, and now we're seeing quite a bit of action by the Menomonie offense. So it's nice to see that growth in their program. It's good for the Raiders as well to have more competition and play against teams that put a little pressure on. Big left-footed blast. Oof. Went over, hit the football crossbar and bounced back on the field. That was a little deceptive, but so that'll be a Raiders goal kick here at about the 61-minute mark. All right, Raiders defense going to gather this ball and let it go all the way down, I guess, and take the goal kick. So again, we are 3 games into this season, and Raiders' next game is against a home game against Chippewa Falls on September 9th, next Tuesday, at 7 p.m. So if you are a Hudsonite or you're in the area, Hudson Raider Stadium is a fabulous place to see a game, and we welcome you to come join us. Raiders will then have an away game back here in Menomonie, but at UW Stouts Field against Kimberly on Friday, and then a home game on Saturday against Cedarburg High School. So a couple of those teams more from the other side of the state of Wisconsin, which is always good for a team like the Raiders to see some of those teams, and because you never know what will happen in sections. And there's some great teams out there, so some good competition for the Raiders. So a lot of soccer coming up. 3 games next week for the Raiders. Ball gets just a little too outside for the Mustangs. It's number 8, Tanner Hughesby, chasing that ball down for the Mustangs. Throwing here for the Raiders. Tico Huber with the throw. Jack Poole with the ball. He's made a lot of great things happen tonight. Takes it back. He's pushing it to the end line. He's going to tap it back. Little takedown, but no foul called. And eventually a clear by the Mustangs. So Jack Poole, 2 goals and an assist tonight. Will Cook with 2 goals and an assist, and another assist by Jack Poole. So add another one on there. 3 assists and a goal by Jack. 2 goals by Poole, I believe, and then Calvin Lassard with a couple goals as well. So lots of action here for the Raiders. Dispersal of people making things happen with Lassard and Packard and Will Cook and Jack Poole and Adrian Morales all scoring. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different people scoring these 7 goals for the Raiders, which is always exciting for your team. I don't know if the sun dropped exceedingly in the last 5 minutes, but it seems like it got really dark. It might be the cloud cover too here with the impending rain coming. We're at about the 66-minute mark, closing in. Raiders continue to lead 7-0. Mustangs trying to push that ball up quick. Raiders there to take it away. Quick chase down. Lincoln Solano there on the right striker position. Ball put out by the Mustangs. Sent out wide to, I think that's Sullivan Kelly out there. Mustangs sending the ball up, wide open. Advance it a bit, decides to keep it and run into some territory. There's some collisions. It'll be a free kick for Menomonie. All right, here we go. We have number 19, Ali El Naili with the kick. Puts a big one on, sends it wide and long. His placement just a bit off there. It's hard when that ball's wet. So the Raiders are going to get out of this with a free corner kick or a goal kick. Menomonie subs, and we will get this game going again with about the 68-minute mark. Strumke with the kick. Poole brings it down, sends it back, and the Raiders send the ball deep. Goes out of bounds, and it'll be a Menomonie throw-in. Wow, what a play there. heck of a turn and shot by Lincoln Solano, and just gets deflected, and I don't think that ball even went out of bounds. So that was a bizarre track for the ball off that shot. It was a blistering shot. Tough angle to score on, but still a blast. Throwing to Palm. Gets it over to Poole. He's going to send it out wide to Cohen Miller. Poole back on it. Drawing a lot of attention in the middle of the field. 3 guys on him, but he still gets that ball eventually out to Takeo Huber. Ball comes out wide, just a little out of the reach, and that's going to be a Menomonie goal kick at about the 70-minute mark. So we're now under 10 minutes left in this match. Raiders lead 7-0. I think it's probably safe to say Raiders will walk out of this game with a 3-0-1 record. Menomonie, though, showed some flashes and definitely challenged the Raiders at times on offense, just not able to really get that last final shot on goal, get the combo they needed. They're just maybe a half step off on a few things to make those goals happen, but they had some great opportunities and a lot of corner kicks, so a lot of good stuff out of Menomonie offense. Taking the time, quick cross across. They take over Huber, and nobody home for the Raiders to do anything with that cross, and that's going to be a goal kick for Menomonie. Umbrellas are still out, so I'm guessing it's still drizzling on the fan base and players here. We went from hot to cool weather here in western Wisconsin in the last week. It is fall though, right? So we should all embrace that, I guess. Raiders back on it. Huber with the ball. Cleared by Menomonie. Again, trying to send a deep ball up. I think they're hoping for a little breakaway opportunity, maybe. Ball comes out to Poole. Send it all the way across to Takeo Huber. Gonna bring it up. See, Menomonie's kind of tired. They've played the same guys most of the game. They've fought valiantly, but I think you can see they're a little tired out. Not attacking so much out in the middle of the field like they were for about the first 2/3 of the match. Solano with a great opportunity, but that ball got kind of deflected. It looked like he might have a breakaway, but the ball took its own unique bounces and made that hard. Poole bringing it back. It's Kieran Britz, sends it out wide. And a good take there by Josh DeVries. Despite the score, Josh DeVries has played a nice game. He's made some great saves. Has been under pressure a lot. And has played well overall. Again, trying to get that final score. Down to about 5.5 minutes left in the match. Poole again in the middle of the field. Settling, spreading the ball out. Nice play by Jack Poole. Jack's had a real calming effect in the middle of the field there, getting the ball and just making some good decisions tonight on where to send that ball. Whether to play it back, play it up, spread it out wide. Raiders try for a little through ball there, and it gets all the way through because nobody was there to pick that one up. Got about 4 or 5 subs here for the Mustangs. A lot of players exiting who probably played almost the whole match and played, valiantly for the Mustangs. And we're going to be down to about 4.5 minutes left in this match. Goal kick here for the Mustangs. Big collision there, but eventually that's Sullivan Kelly taking the ball back for the Raiders.
In from Menomonie, number 15, Henry 17, Dylan Bang, 20, Gary Lopez, and 24,
As this game clock ticks down, we are nearing the end of this match, so I'd like to take a moment before I forget or we run out of time, but thank everybody for tuning in, whether you've watched live on YouTube, live on Facebook, or whether you watch this in the River Channel to watch at a later date. We just appreciate everybody tuning in at one point or another. And look for more soccer next Tuesday from the Raiders at Raider Stadium for the next broadcast. Raiders gearing up for a corner kick there, and I'm not sure why, but I guess the ref was going to allow a sub in. And so the kick the Raiders took gets pulled back, and they're going to get a second chance at it, which maybe is good. That wasn't the most high probability opportunity there. That one gets bouncing around, and there it is. It's in the goal. There's that 8th goal for the Raiders. Looks like, and that's going to end the game, folks. I think that was maybe 23, Adrian Morales. I'm going to wait for my friend on the field, the team manager. That's Adrian Morales with the goal. And so that's going to give them when you hit 8 goals with over 60 minutes, game ends. Good game, 2.5 minutes early. Menomonie's played a nice match. Raiders, too much firepower today. Raiders are going to go 3-0-1. We appreciate you tuning in and hope everybody has a great night. And we'll see you next week on Tuesday for more Raider soccer. Thank you.